Hi everyone, Gruntle here, and this is my guide to legendary and unique weapons in Borderlands, the pre-sequel. This episode we're looking at Toby's bright Spadroon, which is a unique laser manufactured by Maliwan. So you get this laser for completing the mission called These Are the Bots, and that mission you can find in Virago Solitude. Basically it's a whole allusion to Star Wars. You're escorting a couple of bots that are similar to C-3PO and R2-D2, and then this weapon is also an allusion to Star Wars. A Spadroon, which is this word here. A Spadroon is apparently some sort of light sword popular among European officers in the late 18th century, or at least that's what the wiki page says. And the fact that it's a bright Spadroon is kind of like a light sword or a lightsaber. So lightsaber, this is like a lightsaber. Now, it's got the red text here, the elegant way to be clumsy and random. So I'm not exactly sure what that's referring to. It's got pretty decent continuous damage bonus, and it's always going to be in shock element if I haven't already said that, and will also always be with these parts. So it's going to be Maliwan, barrel, grip, and stock, and no sight. So if we compare it here to just your regular old purple rarity Maliwan, you can see that the damage, fire rate, and magazine size are greatly increased, or at least the magazine size is greatly increased, and the damage is pretty well increased. It has just a little bit less electrocute chance, or about probably half electrocute chance, almost exactly, actually exactly. I don't know, my maths is off. I've been doing maths all day, just ignore that. Anyway, so pretty good stats all around. I was pretty excited when I first saw those stats. I was like, this is going to be an excellent gun to use. So I got it out and I started firing at things, and it wasn't hitting anything, and I was confused and a little bit angry. Why is my gun not working? And then I realized, from looking at the wiki page, it's a lightsaber. It's a lightsaber, so you're only going to hit enemies at melee length, or melee distance, sorry, and then about this far away, you can't hit them anymore. So, with the stats it's got, it looks like a great weapon. However, you have to be quite close to the enemies to actually get that effect, or the damage to even start affecting them at all. So yes, but basically the high magazine size means you can run around with it continuously on like a real lightsaber, and you know, that good stuff, all that Star Wars good stuff, and then slice up your enemies. Anyway, we're going to jump to some gameplay with Wilhelm here with it. However, if you're looking for good characters with this weapon, I say probably the only one that's going to make real good use of it would be Athena, considering her Saronic Storm tree. I think that's how you say that. And her melee stuff where you're up close. So it's the tree that buffs shock damage, and you can go up the tree that buffs melee stuff, so you're already in close, meleeing them and things, and then you can hit them with this too. But anyway, we're going to jump to Wilhelm gameplay, and I will let you know what I'm thinking. Now, with these first enemies in Overlook, I'm having to run up quite far to actually get this weapon to work, and as you can see here, a lot of the damage is actually from the Vengeance Cannon, rather than from that weapon itself, from the Spadroon. Just because I can't quite get into that range all the time, the range needed to actually get this weapon working properly. But when you do get into that range, it does quite a decent amount of damage, considering the high base damage and the continuous damage bonus, which is pretty decent. You do have to change up your playstyle quite a bit and get right in there in the action, slamming it around. Although having that Vengeance Cannon for those long range shots is actually quite useful, and I definitely recommend if you are using this gun you have at least one backup weapon for fight for your life mode or something like that, because you'll see in a second, the only reason I get out of fight for my life here is that I have the Vengeance Cannon able to kill this jet boost dude. So anyway, if you want to read more about it, make sure you check the link in the description below the like button. If you'd like to see more of these weapon guides from me, hit subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.